I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. Ho! We're talking about SmackDown. January 16th, 2026. Wade and Joe on commentary. And I don't know why. I knew it was in London. I had it all written out already, with my notes here, ready to go. And then I just forgot the time. Like, I was dicking around all morning. And then by the time I got to work, I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, Cody talked. I was like, what the hell's going on? What's going on? Oh, they're in London. It's all happening right now. Okay. But I sat down, I watched the show. We started off with Drew McIntyre. He's getting so much love over there. Cody's getting so much hate over there. But I like that we switched some things up. And it was funny as I was sitting here talking to my wife. She's like, you know what? The Royal Rumble's like a couple weeks away. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, literally, there's been nothing. Not even a match declared. I don't even think that stadium's fully built yet, is it? Oh my gosh. Oh my goosh. I don't know. WWE has been on such a weird, Raw is the superior show. Sometimes NXT, SmackDown's very hit or miss. And Raw was that way too, like the starting of the year. But we're only a few weeks in this new year. But we started off with Drew, who's got a lot of love. He's our new undisputed WWE champion. He's looking good too. But now he has a target on his back. He's got Randy, because Randy came to the ring. And before really anything can happen, Jacob Fatu. He comes out, man. He's pissed. He's ready. He looks great. And he just goes after Drew. And there's a moment where him and Drew are fighting on the outside of the ring. Randy's standing in there just watching, where Drew drives him into the post. And Jacob Fatu no-sells it. Oh, he looked great. He went boom. And he was like you just pissed him off. But yeah, that was great. Then Drew ran away, and it was funny. One of the people in the crowd was like, "Run, Drew, run!" But I'm looking forward to see what we're gonna do. Who's gonna be facing Joe? Who's gonna be facing Drew for that championship at Royal Rumble? I'm guessing. So Jacob Fatu's on the hunt. We have four number one contendership matches that's going to qualify to do a fatal four-way at the Saturday night main event in Montreal. We have Randy versus Miz. Miz attacks Randy before the match, gets a skull-crushing finale. But the case. I was like, there's no freaking way that Miz is winning this thing. So Randy did get the win, takes out Miz, and now he's going on to Montreal. There was a match with Charlotte and Alexa versus Julia and Kiana. It was okay. It was okay. Then we get Cody. He's pissed. He's mad. He's angry. He lost his championship. And he does his rah-rah speech, and he's getting booed. And he's, people still sing the songs, but he's just... I think heel Cody is on the horizon. I don't think it's going to happen now. I think he's just going to... He's pissed off, and he's declared, I am entering the Royal Rumble. So we have our first person entering the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to win it for 3 times in a row. And he has what he tells Jacob Fatu, and for you, good sir, I owe you a receipt. In wrestling terms, he wants payback because Jacob Fatu cost him his championship, which is, interesting to me. I would, Cody has to be the babyface. So Cody can't go out there and be like, oh, I want my rematch. I was screwed. He has to take it yeah, I lost. But you lost in such a shitty way with Jacob Fatu. No, I have to be noble about it. So I'm entering the Royal Rumble so I can get my opportunity again. Yeah. But he owes Jacob Fatu a receipt. Next number one contender match for the Fatal 4-Way, Trick versus Matt Cardona. Really fun match here. The crowd is behind Trick. They like their bad guys over there. They really do. Trick gets the win. And then we get Kit Wilson and that song. That song is all over the place. Kit Wilson! Like, this man has not done really anything to be like, oh my gosh, this guy's a superstar. But that theme song of his is so catchy. He comes out after Trick gets the big win. And Matt Cardona's about to walk out. Then Kit Wilson attacks Matt Cardona. Then he does a little twist and the music hits again. And everyone's like, yeah! Kit Wilson! You know. Jacob, he grabs the mic though. And he's just like, hey, Cody, you talking smack, huh, Cody? You want me? You talking that? Come on, come and fight me, Cody. And Cody comes out. Whoa! And Jacob fought too, and Cody. Refs come out. Nick comes out. He's holding them all back. He's like, no. And it's just a monstrous fight in this ring. It got me excited. I'm like, all right, let them fight. Let them fight. Another number one contender, Damian versus Solo. Solo coming out with the lantern. I'm like, you bastard. Looking crazy with it. But of course, during this match, who attacks? The Wyatt Six. Oh, yes. And then Uncle Howdy just wants his lantern back. He takes up, he goes over there. He's like, I need this back. But no, Solo says, nah. So he takes the lantern, and Damian Priest takes the advantage and beats Solo. Yeah. United States Championship Open Challenge match. Melo's like, bring it on. Who is next up? Leon Slater. Oh my gosh, Leon. And this is like my second match of the night. Melo and Leon tear it up. Leon's looking great out there. TNA just had their big debut on AMC and AMC Plus, right? Yeah, well, they're on AMC now. And they had their big debut and all this and that. And AJ Styles returned. I have not watched the show. My brother was texting me, TNA. I was like, I don't know if I can commit again. And I know this is a fresh starting point. I believe they have a pay-per-view Genesis coming up or whatever. But I tried, and I was talking to the homie Phil, Big Daddy, and I was just like, Doug, I just can't. That's how I burnt. I'm already burnt out of wrestling a little bit right now because nothing really. Well, AEW is really keeping me excited. WWE is just it's very hit or miss. But I was like, man, I remember that's why I stopped at the end of last year, and I was just doing weekly podcasts. Yeah. And I stopped because I burnt myself out in wrestling. I was watching like Raw, then NXT, AEW Dynamite, then like every week of the day was wrestling. And then Thursday I put on TNA. And then I did Ring of Honor, and I did SmackDown, and then Collision. So that's 6 days of wrestling. And then if there were pay-per-views, 7 days of wrestling. And then keeping up, making, it was just a point where I was like, all right, I'm fucking sick of wrestling. I love pro wrestling. God damn, I'm sick of it. Do once a week, keep up as best as possible. But something inside of me was like, you know what? I got to keep going. So I believe by January of this year, I started back up with the daily shows of talking about each show. So, but yeah, no, and I like it. I love it. I love talking wrestling. Like, it's just a therapeutic thing for me, and I look forward to it. So, as much as I feel like things are pretty stale in WWE right now, I have hope. WrestleMania's around the corner and all the good stuff. So, but Melo beats Leon Slater in this awesome match, okay? It's a very awesome match. Chelsea versus Jordan, it was okay. Jade's ringside, she's watching, and afterwards Jordan picks up that mic, and she's like, oh yeah, you want to see what I can do? Come on. And Jade's like, oh yeah? Because I'm that bitch, right? And she steps up on the ring apron. Chelsea attacks Jordan. Jordan slightly moves to the side. Chelsea hits Jade, and she's like, oh my God, what did I do? Well, Jordan Grace picks up that championship, and she holds it up in the air. I'm like, yeah, the one thing I did not like, they do this a bit. She throws it back at her. That should be the prize. You know, that should be like, I don't know. I just didn't like her throwing it and it just landed on the floor. Like if Jade caught it, I don't know. Different story, I guess, but she just tosses it. I'm like, that should be like, that's the crown. That's what you want. Hold it up in the air, then take it off the strap and just lay it down and be like, here you go. This is the prize. I want this prize. Make it like, like you want it. Make it precious. Just don't throw it back outside of the ring. I don't know. That's probably just me. You tell me. Drop those comments below. No, another number one contender match. This one I knew was going to be good. Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov in the match of the night. The creme de la creme. It took us 3 hours to get here, but we're finally here. And this awesome match, dude. My hat's off to Ilya Dragunov. This dude is a beast. I love him. I got his shirt, too. He's the Mad Dragon. Ilya Dragunov is a treasure. He's going to be a champion one day. I'm hoping this is the year of Sammy. I'm tired of Sammy talking. I want Sami walking as champ. Quit talking and start walking like a champ. Because I'm tired of and Sammy has those really great speeches, really great promos. But man, it's just like, how many times? It's like with Drew. How many times can we hear Drew, I was screwed, then loses. This is why when Drew McIntyre won that championship, I was like, fucking finally. This is like do or die for Drew McIntyre. I feel like Sammy is on that path as well. And I hopefully, give Sammy the championship. Let Sammy have one. So after Sammy gets the win, Trick Williams attacks, building more upon this feud. But at Saturday Night Main Event, it is set. There's a beautiful poster out for it now. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest versus Randy Orton. I love, too, that Damian Priest is back in the title picture. But what happened to Aleister Black? Will Hobbs make his Royal Rumble debut? I'm guessing so, And it's just crazy to think Royal Rumble's like a couple weeks away. And there's nothing. Just besides Cody claiming to be in the Rumble. So, what's going on, Hunter? You look all the way to that build up to WrestleMania 40, even 39, they were cooking. I mean, cooking. And you got to that WrestleMania 41, shitty ending with Cena, Cena's heel run. There was some really banger matches, but, and I'm okay with him tapping out to Gunther, with the smile on his face. I don't know. It was some weird Cena thing, but I liked it. Okay? But we're wrestling fans. We bitch. And we get excited. But that's wrestling fans. But that was SmackDown. 3 out of 5. January 16th, 2026 in London. Wade Joe on commentary. Match of the night, Sammy versus Ilya. Second match of the night, Mello versus Leon. Moment of the night. Whoa. Jacob and Cody. Jacob don't mess around, though. He's like, hey, Cody, talking smack. Say it to my face. Yeah, that was a good moment. All right, y'all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
Young veteran, I am aware. I'm absolutely positive he knows what the word receipt means.